close our eyes. Thank you. And let's just take a deep breath in through the nose and hold to the count of 7. And then exhale through the mouth, releasing, relaxing, and letting go. As we just feel with our hearts the gathering of our circle, those who are presently with us, those who are here with us in spirit, those who will be joining at another time. Feeling the beauty of unity and the circle itself, like the circle of life, the spiraling of evolution, the roundness of our bodies, the roundness and fullness of the egg itself, our planet, our moon. Feeling wholeness, unity, beauty, and peace. As peace rains down over us, blessing us and welcoming us to this beautiful circle. We stay with the sensations in our heart of love and welcoming, and of unity and peace. And take a breath and a smile, and open your eyes and come back to our wonderful circle. So we begin the program. So beautiful connecting with everybody. It's always such a treat. I just marvel at it. So thank you all. I'd like to begin with setting our intentions for our time today, or if you'd like to set an intention for something else, this is a beautiful space to do it. Anybody like to begin with their intention?
My intention is to just be present today, to be fully present to the gifts of being together and the gifts of the lesson, to receive it.
For me, it would be to reconnect, because I feel like I've been present spiritually with the meetings on Saturday, but I feel very happy to be here present. Reconnected is my intention today.
That's beautiful.
My intention is to be open and receive.
Somebody's at the door, so I'm going to put myself on mute and to answer.
Okay, thank you. I feel very much like that, like the others, like you all have said. My intention is to receive what becomes available through our circle, and to be able to to be with it as I move through the rest of my day. To be more aware of that what we experience in this circle is available to us all the time, everywhere. It's just our awareness that keeps us from that openness, that connection to wholeness. To be more naturally able to sink into this love and this and the circle of life. The circle, these connections of love are available all the time. And my intention is to be more available to that all the time. I guess that's, to gather together. There's So as oh, welcome, Ishwari. Good to see you. We're setting our intentions. If you'd like to unmute yourself and give an intention for what you'd like to receive or offer from our gathering together, you're welcome to do that.
My intention is to receive deep peace and healing and happiness and joy.
It's beautiful. Thank you so much. Okay, and if you'll all mute yourselves, and then we'll move into the rest of the program. Thank you. I bow to the God who lives within you as you, from everlasting to everlasting. Thou art God. We acknowledge the presence of the Masters, the grace of the Guru, the blessings and guidance of Mahavatar Babaji, Maharaj Ki Jai, toward the one, the perfection of love, harmony, and beauty, the only being united with all the illuminated souls who form the embodiment of the Master, the Spirit of guidance. As we now move into the attunement, again, we'll begin by breathing in through the nose, holding to the count of 7, and exhaling through the mouth, releasing, relaxing, and letting go. And again, breathing in through the nose, holding to the count of 7, and exhaling through the mouth, releasing, relaxing, and letting go. As we let go of our old grounding cord and project a brand new one down to the heart of Gaia, the goddess of the planet, where she joyfully and tenderly receives our grounding cords, and her gravitational pull of her heart activates the healing channels within us, which begin to dilate, and old material flows down to her to be recycled, tended to, healed, repaired, and distributed wherever it most needs to be, either back into our own space or elsewhere. Feeling the kindness of gravity, the kindness of the goddess of the planet as she holds us here. Feeling our presence, our own personal presence becoming a little bit more evident as we are more fully here, as this gravitational pull draws us more deeply into our own bodies so that we can be present in the moment and available. And breathe, allowing ourselves to feel held, comforted by the presence of the Great Mother, as we feel understood, seen, and loved. And breathe as the masculine energy of the divine light, of the creator, of the all it is, showers upon us liquid white light, a field of shimmering white light flowing over us and through us. Feel the energy of being bathed, of the unconditional love of the white light as it cares for us, allowing those things that no longer belong in our space, old thoughts, old programs, old feelings, old whatever, the energetic business that can litter our field, feeling it being washed away. Some of it returning to the light, some of it being received by Gaia. As you feel yourself feeling safe, as you begin to release more and more in the loving, caring presence of these two great energetic beings, feeling their love for each other and their love for us, having their way with us as we feel cared for, our own masculine and feminine energies being restored, enlightened, enlivened, healed, and relaxed as we begin to find our own equilibrium again. And the safer we feel, the more whole we feel, more and more material that is no longer in alignment with our present vibration is able to be set free. Freedom, 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 free to be ourselves. As we set free those things that no longer allow us to be ourselves. As we relax our grip on whatever it is that we're all tied up about. Freedom. As the light begins to shine from within us, the God who lives within us, as us, begins to glow, feeling the warmth, the complete peace of just being who we are. Feeling a growing sense of love. Love for this. To be loved by spirit, by the all that is, by the feminine presence as well. To be totally seen, not for our difficulties, although those are witnessed as well, but more importantly for who we truly are. Feel the gaze upon you, the magnificent, limitless light that shines upon you, pure, untainted, complete, as you are witnessed and loved for being exactly who you are, an aspect of this limitless light. And feel the beginnings of your own divinity. That this is you. Pure, taintless, brilliant, allow this experience to impress you, to impress itself upon you, that you may remember you are so much more than what others have told you you are. Having your own experience of just this love, radiant love, the essence of creation itself. Feeling the beauty and the grandeur, the magnificence. God lives within you as you. Hallelujah. As this, the essence of this experience, whatever it is for you, begins to take its rightful place within you. As your own personal treasure. May it multiply, may it radiate from everything you are and do. As God bestows himself upon you. As it was in the beginning, is now, and ever shall be. Worlds without end. May each of us receive what we seek. The light of the infinite. The beauty of the glory of the Creator. Sadhguru Nath Maharaj Ki Jai. Amen. And gently come back. When you're ready, you can open your eyes and we'll share a bit as we move on. Does anybody have anything they'd like to share?
I do. I forgot actually that I had scheduled a cleaner to come today. So anyway, that was, she's in the other room. But as I was scurrying around to pick things up because I had not prepared for her, I was really aware of my intention to be present. And so I was really riding the waves of the words and the energy that was coming from my laptop, even though I was scurrying around. So I was really ready to be in unity with what was going on when I finally sat down. And as I listened to your words, I thought to I was receiving the love, and I raised my hands to receive. And it occurs to me, then I thought, oh, I want to give the love to the end. And so then I realized how much easier it was for me to give than to receive. And that was something that I don't think that I've realized before, how much easier it is for me to allow the love within me to flow outward than to accept love and comfort. And I think Jim will tell you when I'm crying, I don't want anybody to touch me. I don't want to be hugged. I don't want all that stuff. Like, that doesn't comfort me. I just want to go in my hole and cry, And so I think there is something there to work with. There's something there to work with. So that was a beautiful beginning of an awakening for me.
I'm so glad you shared that. It's yeah, I struggle with that too. Yeah. Thank you for sharing. Thank you. Mm.
I have been feeling a lot of anxiety about aging, and it's something that I really do not like. And I find myself just trying to, meditate and realize everyone's going to go into the light someday, and just be at peace and unafraid of that. And, but lately I've been just thinking, what? I don't like this being old. And I have some friends that are older than me, and seeing them age is really, it just distresses me. And I think they're going to die and be gone. And what am I going to do when I'm living all alone and I have a sudden stroke? Or I just really don't look forward to it. And I've got to find anyways, I've just been wishing I was young again a lot, realizing I didn't know how good I had it when I was young. But my intention is to really receive joy. Can you hear me all right? To receive feeling connected with everyone, because when you live all alone, especially when you're an older person, which means you're invisible, it, it it's just really, really good to connect with you all. It's great to see everybody, and I just need to feel that connection. When I get these robot relays, when I call somewhere on the telephone, it's very, very alienating for me. And I'm just thankful for this, being able to connect with everybody. And I send everyone lots of love.
Thank you so much for that, Ishwari. That was beautiful. And we're all sending you love. I hope I don't know, can you get a sense of it? How big a part of this circle you are. I really appreciate what you just shared. I think many of us can relate to what you're talking about. This whole aging adventure. Yeah. Thank you, honey. Thank you. Thanks for muting your phone or your computer too. Would you like to say something, Raquel?
Yeah, I was trying to unmute myself. Yeah, I had something to say, but Kira kind of touched very, very deep feelings, because if I were not living with my son, I think I will be feeling to be alone also, and to get old is a hard reality for me in this case, and I think it's for everybody what I see. But I think that we need to, like she said, we need to connect to feel that love, and you are in my heart all the time, Kira. I may not express it, and we need to get better about expressing and getting together and show that love, because I've been learning in this last 8 months in the yoga instructor course that everything else is about unity, and everything is about love, and we need to learn to receive as well as given. We need to think of those moments that has given us love, when somebody opens the door, when somebody give us a smile. It's just we don't pay attention to that, and we need to be more patient, and just remember that when the car gets in front of us, or somebody is not patient, it's a reason why they are that way. It's not that is something deeper in there, and we can only just give them love without lashing out, without judging, and I think that that's what I got out of meditation. It was beautiful, and I do like people to hug me when I'm crying. I'm sorry that it's not that I'm sorry, just different way of receiving love, because to me that's an expression of giving love to somebody when they're suffering, because crying is suffering. Yeah, so I know now not to hug you when I see you crying. But I will send you love.
Thank
Yeah.
you. And I'm working on that. I'm working on that. There must be something deeper about this, something that says that being in need is embarrassing. I
Oh,
don't consciously think that. I don't consciously think that at all, but I think there must be some deeper
yeah.
thing that must have happened when I was a child or whatever, stop crying or I'll give you something to cry about, but, kind of thing. And I just am not comfortable with anybody seeing me suffer.
Yeah.
I'm like a dog. I like to go out in the woods when I'm sick, leave me alone. I'll suffer by myself. But it's an awakening. But so I hope that I'd be able to accept it better the next time. I'm going to work on that.
My mother was very strict with me, but she also was very close, and she always hugged me. So whenever I did not feel well, she would not leave me alone until I tell her what was going on. That was fear. Yeah. 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 And I love you, Kira.
Wonderful. It's wonderful to see you. It's been years and years since I've seen you, and I thought you were out in California somewhere, but I've been sending prayers your way and just having good memories of you.
Yeah, thank you. I was in California a little while, and I loved it, but I'm glad to be home. It's nice to be. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it's great to see you and hear you.
Same here. Thank you. It's great to see everybody. Yeah.
Bernadette, how about you?
I think, what Indira said, resonates with me too. It's, I think we all get so used to giving that it's hard for us to receive sometimes. I think, pretty much this whole group, and maybe people in general, that it's, or at least in our overall circle, we give so much, and we all need to learn better how to receive, because the love's out there, and we all need it. And we put up barriers. We don't want to show we're weak, maybe, and I'm using we. I'm talking about me, but I think it probably applies to most of us anyway. I know Manish Ward used to talk about, you need to have the ability to receive before you can really have the ability to give, and that's something I work on.
How do you like to kind of go around and share how we do allow ourselves to receive?
I know the meditation that Moonish Wardji did during the keys, and I do listen to that still, every once in a while. Need to listen to it more, because that particular meditation really opens me up to receiving.
Who do you feel you're receiving from, or what do you feel you're receiving?
Love and understanding.
Mm. Yeah.
Just that's what I need. Love and understanding.
Yeah. What is there anything else you'd like to say about giving or receiving, or any of this on this topic? Raquel, how about you? How do you receive, and what do you feel you most need to receive?
I think receiving, it takes us to be more present, because excuse me, given we are paying attention to when we give love, but I think we need to be more aware when we are receiving, because sometimes we are receiving and we don't pay attention.
Mm-hmm.
And then we say, oh gosh, that really was nice. We're not present.
Yeah.
Like Unadev said, we have to really get those skills to pay attention, because we are very easy. We rather judge than receiving with an open heart, with an open mind. And that's what I'm learning, to not judge, to listen with not only with the ears, but with my eyes, with my senses. So to see really what is that person really telling me. And that takes more than giving. That takes more than giving, because we are fast to say, this is not what I want, or probably it's really what you want to know. So that's the way that I receive. I need to pay attention, because with my grandkids, that love is there, even though they don't know how to express it, but it's there. And we need to to pay attention how they're expressing themselves, because sometimes they don't know how, and that's what we're there to help them to express it.
Reminds me of a teaching Samyama was very fond of, that there are two ways to love a person. One is the way you want to love them, and the other is the way they want to be loved.
Yeah.
And it's I got a chill when I said it. It's so easy to, as you're saying, judging how someone loves you and what they're, well, they did it this way or that way or the other way. But the skill it takes to love someone the way to see how they want to be loved and to love them that way. It's something I need to get better at. It's so that the love isn't so. I mean, speaking for myself, one of the reasons that I give is because it feels good to me. I like feeling like I'm giving. And it's hard for me when someone doesn't appreciate the way that I'm giving to them. So this, getting out of my own way to, this is something that tied into the attunement for me, was being seen by spirit and by Gaia completely as I am, and not feeling judged but just feeling loved. Just feeling loved. Right. It's a skill I feel so. I remember a time when I had my third child. I was a stay-at-home mom, and the kids were sick, and it was 7 o'clock at night. The breakfast dishes are still in the sink. The house is a complete and total wreck. I'm there in what I considered my transitional pajamas, which were like a sweatsuit. And it was like everybody was screaming. And Tom, my husband at the time, came in, and he takes one look around, and it was just like, and then he looks at me and the tears start to fall. I mean, I just felt like such a total failure. Everything was just like, was not the way I wanted it. I couldn't point to one thing in the house, myself included, that looked good, that looked like something positive had happened. And he just looked at me, and he took me in his arms, and he said, "It won't always be like this." Oh, it was one of the most loving things he ever said to me.
Yeah.
I felt seen, and I felt accepted. It was just so, it was such a huge teaching, how simple loving and giving can be, that makes the biggest impact. So I wanted to share that with all.
That's good. Yeah.
It is a skill to give. It is, because most of the time, a lot of us want to make it better for people. A friend of mine called yesterday, who I have known since she was born, and she's somebody I love dearly. And she's the daughter of my best friend in high school. Anyway, she's going through a really rough time. And of course, I just, she was listing off all of her problems. And I thought, what can I do? And I was like, it's not mine. I just need to love her. But there's a difficulty that comes into your mind when you think, I can't solve this for somebody. I can't do anything about it. It's a discomfort. And so I think a lot of people are not able to be with that space. And, it's difficult for me too, but I'm just saying that dynamic of wanting to fix it and not being able to comes back on us and makes us feel like a failure, rather than a listening person, a person that loves. We feel like we take it on ourselves that this is my failure, that I can't solve this for this person. And yeah, I felt a little bit of that, and I had to look at myself, and I'm like, I just wanted to jump in and say, well, let me do this and let me do that. It was not my thing to do, but yeah, So giving is a skill, and I think that was a perfect example, Rada, of giving in a generous way that didn't take from oneself, from Tom's self. You know, it just was him giving you what you needed without solving it for you. Just, you know, yeah. So that was a perfect, beautiful example of that. Thank you for that example.
You know, the other, as you're speaking, Indira, I'm thinking about your intention about being present, you
Mm,
know, and that what it takes to be present and not try to fix. You know,
yeah.
as a man, I struggle with that.
Yes.
And it can be so like the quality of someone, what it takes, you know, on the spiritual path to be this, to be present and to not fix, to love without imposing. You know, it's a sacred space.
It is. It is.
It
Yeah.
helps it helps me see it better, you know, as we're all sharing this way. Um, and you know, the other thing that I'm present to also is the love in this community, you know, just this small group that we are feeling connected and all of us desiring, you know, our own particular things in a general direction. I mean, you know, it's like wanting to be of service, wanting to be whole and complete beings, wanting to be able to love better. How does this look and how do we do it? I it's I'm just present to how grateful I am for everyone here, for the way that you're sharing and the things that you say, you know, the honesty, you know, and the safety that I feel here. I just thank you. Kira, how about you?
Yes, I'm really feeling the love here, and it's just like soothing balm to me after, going through 3 weeks of calling people on the phone, trying to get a neurologist for this friend of mine who had a stroke, and just having robots talking to me and, saying, select one, select two, select three. It's just, it's so just, it's so hard for me to deal with this robot world, and I'm just feeling myself now softening and loosening up, and I'm just so grateful for this time together. Because sometimes I I feel like I'm just want to scream sometimes. Like this world is too complicated for me, and it's just so wonderful to be with everybody. Uh, and I'm working on, learning how to be more present myself, more in the present moment, and to realize that I can't solve people's problems, and that, just being present and caring is enough, that I'm enough with what I do give. Um, uh, and um, just feeling this love. It, like Samyama always said, it really is the great transformer. It and I'm seeing it more, and and allowing it into my life, seeing where people, maybe they don't know me very well, or maybe they don't know me at all, but I'm feeling that they care about me, and it's just such a freeing feeling, compared to, instead of judging everyone and thinking, oh, they're all assholes and everyone is selfish, and but um just, I'm letting myself receive more, and it really, like, I wrote a children's book. I don't know if I told everyone, but I have a new friend who's very good with computers, and she helped me to get it sent in over the computer, and it's for sale on Amazon. It's called Billy Blues Buddies, and I wrote it and I illustrated it, and it was just such a wonderful experience to be able to be creative and then to have someone really have my back. And she just was with me every step of the way to make it a success. And it meant so much to me to receive all that love. And so, yeah, I'm just really grateful for the love I do have in my life, and uh, just wanting to see it more and more everywhere, in spite of the news reports I hear. To know that basically everyone is just love. Um, and so thank you everybody for being with me now.
Ishwari, what was that? Billy Blues Buddies? Is that what was the name of it?
Right.
Billy
And
Blues Buddies. Okay.
Billy Blues Buddies, and I have a pen name, and it's Sophia Moon.
Human, yes.
Wonderful. Thank you for sharing that, and congratulations.
Oh.
I was so uplifted by that guardian angel who came into your life who knew computers. The woman who made this all possible. That you recognized the gift that she was to you, and it was I don't know. I felt such beautiful, something so beautiful about it for you and for the book and for her too. So I'm happy for all concerned, and I'm looking forward to seeing that book too, Sophia Moon. Thank you. Thank you.
Do you know what age group it was targeting?
Oh, you have to unmute yourself, honey.
Someone I showed it to said they thought it was best for like 5 to 7.
Oh, good.
But it may be good for up to 10 years old, or even up to 16. I'm not
Okay.
totally certain.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. I'm glad you shared that.
Yeah, I just looked it up and there's a preview on Amazon.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh,
Actually on the Google Books.
oh, okay. I'll look at that.
Thank you.
I can't, it's too small for me to read, but the illustrations look great as far as.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you, Jim. Thank you.
I am feeling so full from our time together, just so filled up with just goodwill. I'm congratulating myself on being able to receive, and that I'm in such good company with learning this wonderful skill, and just so grateful for each and every one of you. So grateful, and 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 so grateful to God, that He just does things in the most amazing way, and it just surprises me, excites me, teases me. It's it gives me faith. It gives me hope. That we can somehow make things go right in this world, and really, that each one of us is making a difference, and the light that we I don't know, that's burning so brightly in this circle today makes a difference too. So I salute each of you for the light that you shine and for making such a contribution to my life. And I look forward to next time, but I'd also like to chant a little bit. Is there anything anybody wants to share before we go on to the next thing, or everybody, we good? Okay, so mute yourselves and we'll move into Om Namah Shivaya chant. And we You know, usually this is done call and response, but let's do it all together. I'm like in our community. Okay. Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaya, Shiva. 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 Om Shivaya, Shivaya, Shiva. Om Namah 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 Shivaya, Shivaya, Shiva. Sadgurnath Maharaj Ki Jaya. We bow to the venerable feet of the Ascended Master. As we close today with a prayer of profound love and gratitude to the creator of the all that is, to Gaia, to Mahavatar Babaji, to all those beings of light who supported us, guided us, awakened us, gave to us and received from us. We give such grace from our hearts to yours for the gift of this life, for your infinite patience and love as we grow into realizing who we truly are, that we may be of greater service, that we may all give and receive better and better and better. May we be blessed as others are blessed by us. Sadhguru Nath Maharaj Ki Jai. Amen. Oh, thank you all. Let's unmute and just have a little love fest of farewell. Oh, you guys are the best. That was awesome.
That was
Thank
beautiful.
you so much.
Beautiful. Mm.
Yes.
Thank you all.
Mhm.
Thank you.
To everybody.
so glad I
Wonderful
came.
to be with you.
Mm.
I love you, everybody.
I love you.
Love you.
Too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.